Coming to you live from the contaminated dungeon, it's Max the Animal and Nikki Snacks here on Bagels and Locks.
Good morning, and welcome to Bagels and Locks. I'm your host, Max the Animal, joined by my partner, Nikki Snacks, and he caught me. Can you believe it? Jesus. Welcome to...
I did say it was going to happen.
I had to get right into that. As
Get
always,
it
we're
out
going
of
to
the
be
way.
giving you our best bets for this week's NFL action.
Super Bowl Sunday, the last episode of the year.
I mean, this was the only chance you had to catch me and make this a competitive show, and you did it. So
I did. I told you. From I think it was week 17 through the playoffs.
4-0 last week.
4-0 again, and I'm not wearing my suit. I had a. You know what? Last time I dressed the occasion, we laid a brick. We did not do good. We went 1-2. So I said, you know what? F it. Casual Sunday, casual wear, casual Super Bowl.
I'm not hinting at anything either.
No, that's not giving anything
Just
away.
a big fan of the All-Star.
Yeah, it's great fullback, great running back.
That's all
great,
that is.
Great player. But yeah, you know, I'm ahead by one, but we have 5 picks on tap. So
Yeah, I had a rough week last week. I went 2-2. I don't even know what the records are. I don't even care right now. I'm just so distraught.
I am up by
All I
1.
know is he's up by 1. They're on the screen. You can trust it there. I just don't have it in front of me. I don't give a shit. I'm just going to bounce back here. Here's what we're doing for the Super Bowl.
Wait a minute, real quick. I just want to say that we have never had the same bet the whole year. So if you really wanted to, you could add the record up, and Bagels and Locks has produced nothing but
Together
winners.
as a show, we've been very successful.
By far better than last year, because we were literally at 500 or below 500 last year.
Much improved.
This year we are 8-9 games over. So
just imagine
congrats
what
to
you're going to
us.
see next year. Woo!
We may not
Here's-
lose next year.
Here's what we're going to do for the Super Bowl. We're obviously live. We're coming to you from the stadium. We made the trip down to Tampa Bay. We're going to do 5 picks each. We're going to give you 1 game prop, 2 player props, and then we're going to pick the game spread and the total. Bam, there it is right in your face. I'm going to start us off first. My first bet, the game prop. We're going with one that you may be familiar with. It's called the coin toss. And the odds are minus 103 heads, minus 103 tails. And you know what? You see what that says? It says tails. You know why? Do you know why?
Because tails never fails.
Tails never fails. And I'm going to prove that right here, live on the show.
He's not wrong. Can I see the other side of that chip? Wow. Okay. Holy shit. I figured you would have had tails on both sides. Very good.
Tails never fails. Minus 103. You better bet everything you have on that right away, and then we parlay it into the rest, throughout the game. So you get that one right out of the way.
You're going to tell them to bet everything they own on the coin toss.
Yeah, man, it's good odds.
Yeah, it's not bad odds. I can tell you that. So you made that same bet last Super Bowl, last year, Super Bowl 54,
And
and it won.
that's right.
Do you remember my game prop bet?
Something to do with the kickoff also.
Something to do with kickoff, and it won too. And I am going to take it again. So, will there be a touchback on the first kickoff, on the opening kickoff? No, there will not be. Minus 116. I think the first kickoff of the Super Bowl is going to get returned for probably 20 yards, and they're going to regret it. I have no analysis based on why that's going to happen, but it happened last year, it happened the year before, and it's going to happen this year, although 3 times a charm, it's probably a touchback. However, it will not be a touchback in Super Bowl 55 in Tampa, Florida. Touchback? No. There will be a return. Minus 116. There's my game prop.
All right, let's get right into the player props here. I'm going to start us off. This one is Travis Kelce, total receptions over 7.5. The odds are minus 146. Yeah, it's a little juiced up. A little juiced up, but you know why? It's a lock. It's a lock. The guy has 8 receptions in like 12 out of the 17, 14 out of the 17 games he played. It's a lot. I don't remember. I didn't write it down because I don't give a shit. All I know is it's going to hit. He catches 10 balls this game. Super Bowl, catches 10 balls. It's going to happen. He caught 13 last week.
He's a good ball player.
Caught 8 against them in the regular season. It's a lock, 7.5. Travis Kelce. He's going to be the primary target, as always, of Patrick Mahomes. It's simple.
Good ball player. So yeah, my first player prop. We're gonna stick with a player on the Kansas City Chiefs, and if you remember correctly, I think it was in October, maybe early November, whatever the case was. The Chiefs played the Bucs, and Tyreek Hill went absolutely berserk in the first half. I think he had close to 250 yards in the first half.
He does that a lot.
He does do that a lot. He could take a pass, and I don't know why I'm talking about Tyreek Hill. There is a point. Sammy Watkins is coming back. Sammy Watkins is coming back.
You know who's a really good football player? Tyreek Hill, he's awesome. But I want to talk about Sammy Watkins. This is my prop.
That's right. And honestly, Sammy Watkins made one of the biggest plays in the Super Bowl last year. I think it was a 35-yard reception. Last year, Sammy Watkins is what they call a big game player. The man doesn't want to play in meaningless playoff games that he knows the Chiefs are going to win. So he heals up and he plays in the Super Bowl. And we are going over 36.5 yards for Sammy Watkins receiving. I think the Bucs and Todd Bowles really put an emphasis on stopping Travis Kelce, which he will get over 7.5 yards. That's a great bet. I don't care if the juice is high. He's gonna catch a lot of balls. But I think Tyreek Hill may be the odd man out. They are going to put a lot of attention on Tyreek Hill, and I think they're going to forget about Sammy Watkins, who is a talented player, just hasn't played a lot. And I think he could take 3 catches and go over that. So I am going to go over 36.5 Sammy Watkins.
I hate that bet so much. I think it's a terrible, terrible bet. I think Sammy Watkins maybe has 1 catch for 8 yards the whole game. He's terrible. He sucks. He hasn't been playing not because he's been hurt, because he sucks. Wow. I talked you into that before show take.
No, you didn't. I talked myself into that last night.
I talked you into that.
How stupid can one person be? I literally told you. I said I was sitting on that chair. Sitting right there in that chair where you sit for Animals House. I said, "Oh my God, I can't find Sammy Watkins. I was finding it last night."
I found it for you.
Oh, you want to make it?
I found it for you.
Want to make a side wager? Want to make a side wager? No, you want to make a side wager?
What's the side wager?
If he goes over 36.5, that counts as 2.
No, it's not a side wager. My second player prop from my big brain that's real smart and mind f***ing snacks right before the show. Pat Mahomes, rushing yards over 21.5.
Terrible
bet.
It's
simple. You know why it's a great bet? Because this line is normally 27.5. This line is normally 28.5. But you know why? You know why it's this right now?
Because Devin White isn't running after
You know
him.
why it's this right now? Because Pat Mahomes had a little foot injury. He wasn't running as much.
No.
In 2 weeks, he's fine. He's tough for Super Bowl. He will chop his toe off if he has to. He doesn't care. 21.5. The line is f***ed up. Eric Fisher's hurt. He's going to have to make a couple big plays. This is a Super Bowl, people. 21.5 is going to happen on one play. Over. It's simple.
That's a terrible bet. I hate that.
You just want to say that because I said yours was terrible.
No, because I think Devin White roams him all game, and he is not going past 5 yards.
Watch this. You'll see it.
Devin White's really good.
You'll see it.
Can we shout out Devin White? He's really good.
Great ball player.
Really good football player.
Great ball player. Go Bucs. Not saying anything.
Yeah, don't give it away. Don't give it away.
Not.
So my next one, I am going. So there's a quarterback not named Patrick Mahomes that we haven't mentioned yet. What's his name?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. He's been in the Super Bowl how many times?
9.
9 times. He's been in the Super Bowl 9 times. Yes. He knows what to do. And yes, we are hearing that there's going to be rain, and I don't think it matters one bit. Over 24.5 completions for Tom Brady. I think they are going to be throwing all the time because I do think the Chiefs are going to go up a little bit, and I think the Bucs are going to need to throw it. He only had 20 completions last week, but he also threw 3 interceptions, and he threw for 36 times, which...
Those interceptions don't count towards his...
They do not. No, absolutely not.
Picture
absolutely
those
not. But
3,
I don't
go to this.
Yes.
All right.
Exactly. So I'm thinking he plays more conservative, a lot more dink and dunks. They have to be protective of the ball.
Yeah, I like that.
So over 24.5 completions
I'm gonna do?
for Mr. Tom Brady.
I'm gonna get behind that pick.
He's going to get behind it. Hear that?
Yeah.
That sounds like a single game parlay header in there. Yeah, all right.
can get behind that pick.
Over the GOAT. There has only been one quarterback to beat him twice in the Super Bowl. That's Eli Manning. But besides that, Brady goes over 24.5 completions for the game.
All right. I like it. Not like that other one. I like that. That's actually a good pick for you.
Thank you.
All right. So those are the player prop
Now let's get to the good stuff.
portion of the Super Bowl or the big game or whatever we have to call it legally.
Yeah, well, we don't have to.
Nah, I don't-
Super Bowl,
we
Super
don't
Bowl,
have to do
Super Bowl,
anything,
Super
yeah.
Bowl. By the way, I just said let's get to the good stuff. The props are the good
Props
stuff.
are the good
They're
stuff.
the good stuff.
They're
The
the good
Super Bowl,
stuff.
that's the good stuff.
Yeah, the Super
And
Bowl.
take whoever's singing the national anthem, take the over. You took never. I think you took the over last year.
Yeah, I always take the over and everything.
Well, not on the show, but like money. And we
Oh,
had the
yeah.
stopwatch. We were watching it at my house.
Take the
Yeah.
over on everything.
Yeah. When in doubt,
I was gonna
we're going to
do
the
it.
game. We're going to
I
the
know
game.
I was gonna do it. We're gonna go to the game now. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the home teams, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers +3. It's a home dog in the Super Bowl, people.
3.5. Don't sell yourself short.
3.5. 3.5. 3.5. It's a friggin' home dog in the Super Bowl. You see this? Yeah, I might have hinted at it a little bit from the start.
I didn't get it.
Might have hinted at it a little from the start.
I didn't
Got
get it.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers jersey on. Super Bowl is in Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are playing the Super Bowl. Tom Brady. Don't bet against Tom Brady in the playoffs. Oh, I mean, there's just so. Let me paint you a little picture here. All right, it's a hand. Okay, there's some rings on it. How many rings do you have? 6.
Yeah.
All right.
He would have 8 without Eli.
Here's the other hand. There's only one ring on it. Just put another one right there. Add another ring. Another ring. It's gonna happen. They're gonna win outright. But you're getting +3.5. You're getting the free money there.
Stealing money.
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah.
And it's +100 odds some places.
Yeah.
So
All right.
snatch that up.
So you got Bucks +3.5.
Correct.
All right. Well, I didn't want to give anything away. Not by my shirt or anything. I didn't want to give it away by the jersey or anything. But never bet against Tom Brady. I'm gonna go with the home team +3.5. Never bet against Tom Brady. And let me show you something. See this? This is a hand. Let me paint it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
you stealing-
6.
you stealing my bit?
That's 6 rings. 6 rings. You don't bet against the greatest ever, especially with the hook involved. The hook, Ike. The hook. The hook. The hook. Bucks +3.5. We are finally on the same page about something.
I mean, we're sharp, so.
We are
We're
sharp.
sharps. We're sharps. That's just how it works.
That's true. Bucks 3.5. Both of us.
Okay.
This is where it gets.
Last pick of the show, last
Dicey.
pick of the season. A little emotional
Yeah.
here. I'm going to get through it, though. Taking the total here, but what am I taking? Am I taking the over? Am I taking the under? Guess what? I'm taking the under. Yes. Yes. That's how you know it's a sharp play, 'cause I take the over for everything. But here's what I'm doing. Taking the under because Tom Brady scores like 3 points in the first half of every Super Bowl.
I just told you that stat.
It's a stat that I learned from my good buddy Snacks. Also, last year, that under was going to hit if the Chiefs didn't go absolutely nuts and the 49ers didn't collapse, which I don't think Tom Brady will collapse. Jimmy Garoppolo and the 49ers and Kyle Shanahan, an absolute known choke artist. Yeah, sure. Tom Brady? No.
No, he's
No
not.
collapse. This under is a lock. 28-24.
Well,
Under
what's-
55.5. Did
There
I
you
not
go.
say what it was?
Yeah, no,
I'm so sorry. Dude, Ike, it's 55.5.
it's only the 4th time this year you've done that, but that's okay. Well, you got Ike, you got me. We're all here to help you out, and this is where we're gonna differ. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. We've been transparent through 20 weeks of Bagels and Locks in this new year. I love the under too, but when you got red hair, your mind starts to race differently when you hear another thing. So right now, in this mullet, I don't have a mullet. I can probably put a mullet on me. This skullet right here, thought the under, heard Max Mush go under, and switched to the over. We are going over 55.5, and yes, before everybody in the comments says, it's gonna rain, 75% chance rain.
Rain doesn't affect the score.
Rain never affects a score unless there's wind, and there's no wind, it's just rain. Take a step back,
right.
look yourself in the mirror, and your own face. We are going over 55.5. We are going to have a final score. Are you ready?
Yeah.
35-32
Okay, that's over.
That's over.
That's
And
over.
it covers our spread. Either way, I think this is Mahomes. This is it. Like, I heard a good point today on the radio. Mahomes needs this win more than Brady does, obviously.
Well, yeah.
Because if he wins his second, he's only 4 away from Brady. But if Brady wins and Mahomes loses, he's 6 away. That's a lot.
Also,
Mahomes is going to score, and Brady's going to have to score, and he's got the weapons to score. This game is going over 55.5. That is my last play of the year. Over 55.5.
Tom Brady would also become the second quarterback to win 2 Super Bowls with 2 different teams.
Correct. Who's the first?
Peyton Manning, and he's the first and only. First and only!
Oh, my God. Could you imagine? Think about it.
The 2 GOATs? I know.
No. Well, wrong. First of all, wrong. Peyton Manning's not even top 7. But throughout their careers, their young careers, Brady and Manning were always compared. Could you imagine if Peyton just stepped in shit and threw 10 touchdowns and 19 interceptions and had a horrible playoff and a horrible Super Bowl and won on the back of Von Miller? And then Brady goes on to actually play well in a Super Bowl and win. There would be no.
You're an
debate
idiot. Why
ever.
do you have to do this? You're just getting bad. So we had a nice episode.
It's a great episode.
Start talking shit about the Broncos right now.
No. I'm not talking shit about the
Talking
Broncos.
shit about Peyton Manning.
I like the Broncos a lot. You know I like the Broncos.
No, stop this. All right. That's all we have. Thank you guys for watching all along. I'm actually not sure. I think next week we might do a clip show. I don't know yet. We might have an episode like a best of the season, and we'll see who actually won, and then we can talk on that.
Maybe do we have any? Maybe we'll do a little March Madness thing. We were talking about that last year.
No, stop. Don't do this. Don't do this again.
Really
That's the show. Please like, please subscribe. Please comment some of your favorite locks down below. I want some player props.
Yeah.
Some Super Bowl props. Any of the fun ones too. Crazy shit. I'm into all of it.
What Gatorade do you think's getting dumped on the winning coach?
Just put it in the freaking comments, all right? Thanks for watching, everybody. Also, come back next week and see if we did this clip show or not. We might not. Bagels and Locks.
Bagels and Locks. Love you.
Bagels and Locks?
Sorry.